Hello, good morning to everyone and welcome to my presentation. This short presentation will touch two popular topics. They are not in any way related, but our company needs a little bit of guidance on both of them. My first topic is about marijuana usage screening. Did you know that marijuana is now legal for recreational use in California? Of course you do. It's all over in the news, so I'm sure everyone knows. But do you know if you can now have a weed cookie party at work? Or smoke it outside your office? Or even inside your home? Maybe yes, maybe not. NCAA finding shows that marijuana is the most commonly used and abused illegal drugs by employees. They also found out that the impact of drug dependence in the workplace focuses on four major areas. One is fatal accident, injuries, absenteeism, and loss of production. Now, knowing all these things, what does an employer need to do? The answer is drug screening. Now, let's take a look at some statistics. Industries that have a lower prevalence of current marijuana use are healthcare at 7.4%, utilities at 5.8%, mining at 5.2%, and transportation at 10.2%. What are all these industries have in common? All of them have a routine drug testing in place. The legalization of marijuana does not impact our right to have a safe working environment. We still have to have it. Because we have a zero drug tolerance policy, we can continue to screen employees as necessary, whether a pre-employment screening or post-accident screening. But before we do that, we need to take some actions. First, we need to update our current policy. Our policy needs to clearly state that the use of illegal drug, including marijuana, is not allowed in the workplace, and what are the consequences for violating the policy. Second, we need to train our supervisors and manager on how to be observant and how to detect unusual behavior that might signify drug abuse. And third, we need to distribute the policy. Most of our employees have been with us for over a decade, and do you know when was the last time they saw that policy? Yes, it's over a decade ago, when we first hired them. If we want them to know, we will need to let them know. And now let's go to my next topic. How many of us wants to work like this lady here? Or this guy here? A lot of us probably do some form of telecommuting, especially those who are in sales. I do it too sometimes when I have a deadline or need to catch up on some work. Anybody knows what the official definition of telecommuting? According to Tavares, it is a form of organizing or performing work using information technology in the context of an employment contract or relationship, where work, which could also be performed at the employer's premises, is carried out away from those premises on a regular basis. Over the last decade, telecommuting grew 115%. And do you know why? Global Workplace Analytic.com did a research, and these are what they found out. Telecommuting improves employee satisfaction, reduces unscheduled absences, increases productivity, increases retention, and expand the talent pool. On those research, they also found out some disadvantages. And some of them are management mistrust, coworker jealousy, cost, security issues, and employment law and OSHA concern. Okay, now that we know about the pros and cons of telecommuting, do we want to implement it? Of course we should. The advantages clearly outweigh the disadvantages, and we can take some measures to protect us and the employees as well. In implementing a policy, we need to follow these guidelines. We need to look into employee eligibility, job suitability, wage and hour issue, safe work environment, work scope, workers' comp, office equipment and supplies, security and privacy, and last, American Disability Act, which permits working from home as a reasonable accommodation for employees who has disability. That's it. Thank you for listening.